say we've got a 0 that's at -1, and we've got a 0 here at 3. And if it bounces here and then passes through like that, we really can't write the equation unless we know more information. So we can write an equation because we can say, well, we know this has got a negative leading coefficient, and we know that it's bouncing here at an x plus 1, that side gets squared, there's a negative, and then we have an x minus 3. What we don't know is how much things have gotten stretched. So if they tell me that this point right here is the point, say 0, 6, then that makes it so that I have to write a particular equation. So in that case, then I would say, okay, well, let's hang off on this for a second. Let's put an a here, and let's see if there's been any sort of a stretch. So I know that f of 0 would be a times, well, we'd plug in 0. And then we know that that's going to equal, f of 0 is going to equal 6. Okay, so now what is this? 1 squared times, so this is a negative 3a is equal to 6. So a would equal a negative 2. And so this enables us to find the equation based on that other point right there. So that's the difference between the equation and an equation. And then we can also say, sometimes they'll say find all equations. We're more likely to do that in IB, maybe, I don't know. I don't think we're going to do it to you this year, but if I did say find all equations, then I would say something like, say they didn't tell you this, but I want all equations, then I would say f of x is equal to, say, some variable. You could call it a, you could call it k, is my favorite letter. And we have this. And we might even say, because it's got a negative leading coefficient, we could say where k has to be less than 0. So it's negative and it's going down. So that's the difference between an equation, the equation, and all equations.